the wrong direction.
Madam Justina, now you seem eager to say something about that?
Yeah, I'm happy Ruth is very respectful and she wants to listen to our manifesto. Let me say this. Our idea, and Kenyans, I want us to be very conscious and, open up your minds. And before I explain, let me give you a quote by a guy called Ralph Waldo. He said, in every generation, there are map makers who see opportunities, seize the opportunity, and open man's vision to the future. That is the direction Roots Party is taking. Now, marijuana, it's true, it's unfortunate. By the way, it's true, many people get that I have seen. I cannot say that they are not there. But remember, most people have mental challenges because of one, unemployment, cost of high living, that brings about depression. Halafu unaona watu wanapigana kwa malumbano, so high cost of living can account for the madness in this country. Actually, in Mathare, or rather the statistics in Kenya, 3 million of Kenyans suffer mental challenges. Why is it so, and yet marijuana is illegal? But let me say this, the marijuana we are advocating for. I'm happy that Kenyans have all gone through a science class in primary, a biology class in high school. There's something called species, or cousins of plants. The marijuana is a plant, yes.
No.
Muda
umekuisha, lakini nitakuongezea sekunde 30 kabla nirudi kwake Ruth. Wewe binafsi umewahi vuta bangi?
Sijawahi na sitawahi. Sijawahi na sitawahi.
Hujawahi na hautawahi.
Zubeida, usikize hapa.
Kidogo niulize swali kisha utanijibu na nitakupa dakika 2 kuweza kueleza. Hujawahi kuvuta bangi na hautawahi kuvuta bangi.
Ile tutavuta ni ya ku purify.
Na mbona mruhusu vijana na mbona mhubiri kitu ambacho wewe binafsi haukiamini? Mbona uhubiri mvinyo ilhali wewe unakunywa maji?
Haya, tulia Zubeida, usikie mambo. Now, Kenyans, like I said, we are here to open up your vision to the future. There are 2 species of marijuana, or they are cousins, let me say that. Cousin moja anaitwa THC, which has the psychoactive ingredient. That is the cannabis sativa that you hear all the time, imeshikwa na watu wa DCI. But sisi focus yetu ni CBD, or cannabis. That one gives you industrial hemp. So when you go hata venye professor anasema itapandwa kwa expressway, and you pick a leaf and chew, it's only going to give a detox, let me tell you. And saiji watu wako na simu zao. Can you Google hemp seed sales in Kenya? Those products are in sale because zinakwambia zinakupatia immunity, zinakupatia omega 3, unaona, it boosts your immunity. Those products are on sale and they do not have the psychoactive ingredient yenye inafanya watu wana lose focus. That is the bangi we're advocating for. And industrial hemp is used in 9 sectors, namely textile, construction, magari, makeup, makeup tumejipaka. The options, food and beverage, the options are many. So we are not here. And let me tell you, Kenyans, consumption ama kuvuta ni kitu kidogo sana.
Ruth, unamwamini?
Simuamini. Ya kwanza amesema ni ya kupurify. I don't know what we are purifying with bang. I don't know what part we are purifying. Kwa hivyo ningetaka aweze kutuelezea kama ni damu tunaosha, kwa sababu kama ina purify na ni dawa, si tu apishwe 10th alafu 11th hospitali zifungwe kwa sababu ni dawa. Let us hear, how does it purify? I would wish to know.
Nimjibu, Ruth, purifying, si ati detox, kuna difference. Nimesema purify si detox. Kwa hivyo una need dawa ndio. And most medicine is made out of marijuana. Those medicine for epilepsy, cerebral palsy, pains, easy pains, watu wanakuanga chronic pains. So medicine inatengenezwa from marijuana. So already you're consuming. But nimesema purification process. Purification process, angalia, purification process ni, we have a challenge in this country. Mainly corruption. 2 billion is lost every day. We were told that. But you know corruption stems from what? Scarcity mentality. There are no other options in this country to make money. So everyone wants to go into politics where the salaries are lucrative. So your scarcity mentality, unaingia, you amass for yourself. So we are going to be purifying the scarcity mentality and the bad impact of corruption, colonialism, tribalism. Hizo vitu ni spiritual and we are going to purify them. Ndio ziishe kwa hii nchi. Ndio tukianza kazi, ile siku tutaapishwa, Kenya ikuwe safi, clean slate. So we are not smoking ati kufurahisha.
Justina, umesema how you don't take the substance. Na umesema that means we are all consumers of bang through medicinal,
yes.
The medicinal part of it. So that means then why are we having it legal in our constitution? So what is the reason why we have not legalized it from the beginning. That means kuna madhara ile wataalamu wanajua ndiposa hawajapitisha hapa kwetu Kenya.
Let me answer Ruth. Ukiangalia Nakada ilipatiwa gazettement in 2001. The economic challenge at that time, we had a government, a new election was coming up in 2002. There was teacher strike, banker strikes, the economy was doing badly. So IMF told Kenya, come up with a law criminalizing marijuana. And you know IMF ni akina nani? China is there, France is there, UK is there, Canada is there, US is there, they have legalized. So for them waliona, our jinga Joanna do, let me use that word, we give them, we curtail their opportunities. Remember, we have arable land, plenty of land for this thing. So they curtailed our potential to invest in this so that they can give us loans on high interest. That was the idea. And when I say Kenya inastahili heshima, it's because we are disrespected juu hatuna pesa. So our idea, if they have legalized, yet they are the same ones who are coming here to tell us it's wrong, then I think we are still being colonized.
Aki Justina, mi sija approve hiyo.
I don't expect you to
sija approve kwa sababu Jamaica would have been a first world country.
They are doing so well in terms of their economy. Their GDP is growing more than ours.
Imekaa sana, basi
they are doing well. They are doing well. Take a book.
Madam Justina, in 2 minutes.
Yes.
Marijuana is not just illegal in Kenya. It is also illegal in other countries.
Yes.
We've also seen situations in this country where certain people grow marijuana. Why have they not been rich if growing marijuana was such a lucrative business?
When you look at our neighbors, let's talk about Africa. Malawi has legalized for medicinal and it's restricted. Uganda is doing it, but it's the Israeli government who have come in to help them. As it is with their loan, Uganda was about to go the Sri Lanka way. So Uganda went to Israel, you know their land is rocky. So they came here and they were located in Uganda, 500,000 acres in terms of a bilateral agreement, and they are reaping returns from that. So the other countries, they have done it. Why not us? Why not us? Why should we not do it? That is my question. And like I said, our role is to open the vision, Kenyan's vision into the future. Marijuana is versatile. I said it is used in 9 sectors. Food, beverage, medicine, construction, textile, makeup, you know, easy fibers za gari. A headlight today, ukigongewa headlight yako, goes for 27,000 for those who own cars. But you know why? Because the demand is in Kenya, but the supply iko China. So of course the forces of demand are in place, na ndo maana inakuwa costly. And I'll say this, there is this governor of Minnesota, he was called Jesse Ventura. Jesse Ventura was in wrestling a while back. But why he was fighting for legalization of marijuana in Minnesota was because after 41 years of marriage, his wife suffered epilepsy. And he was pushing because when he took her to South Carolina, she got well. So the idea is do not control the supply, control the demand by making sure it's going into the 9 sectors that you have said and for export. That is our idea.
Madam Ruth, I can see disbelief all over your face.
I still do not agree to all this theory. Na ndiposa naambia wa Kenya, kateni simu, agano iko side. This is not practical. The law tells us clearly that it is illegal to have bang. So how else, na amesema, na yeye mwenyewe alisema ama amesema sahi, that they will smoke bang on the 10th. I'm looking for a happy mother. A happy mother. I am a mother.
Ruth,
I'm looking for a happy mother
CBD, not
that
THC,
will, no,
CBD.
I am looking, allow me to answer. I'm looking for a happy mother who will attest that mtoto wake amevuta bangi and they are okay. Yeye mwenyewe pia najua ni mama. Nataka kujua, atakubali mtoto wake avute bangi on that 10th. Because for me, I don't think I would allow my children to take it up, nor my sisters and brothers.
Good question. And I'm going to answer this question to you and Kenyans as Mama Wamboi. I said open up your minds, dear Kenyans. The marijuana we are advocating for is industrial hemp. I think I gave the clarification, not THC. So Ruth, stop belaboring this idea that we are smoking. It is not for consumption. And is it smoking? It is for purification. You can even put it in those things, you know, you nature mamali, inatoa scent. So it's not smoking, it's purification. There's a difference.
And
it's true, Ruth.
Okay.
Mothers are suffering. Let me say this. I don't want to come off like I don't relate. I have seen mothers are suffering. And that is why Ruth's party has said, anyone who attempts to grow cannabis sativa, we are growing CBD or cannabis. We already have regulations in place. Number one, we'll license all farmers. Number two, we'll introduce agricultural officers to go around this country looking at those farmers and what they're doing. And there's a distinction. Even you, Kenyan, you can report someone growing sativa. Why? The leaves of industrial hemp are very large, but the leaves of sativa are very small. So the agricultural officers will control licensing. So I think we're already controlling this measure.
Let me give you 1 more minute to explain this. This is the theoretical talk about agriculture in terms of growing marijuana. What are the practicals? Have you identified the areas that you intend to grow this marijuana? What are the economic returns if this was to be allowed, if you're to become deputy president?
Okay, marijuana is going to spur our economy because agriculture has been given a backseat. The challenge we're having now because of law, many of the Kenyans or the youth who are in the bread basket of Kenyans have migrated to the urban areas to do what? To be boda riders. They're thinking there's money because agriculture, they're not viewing it like it has money. So these are the returns. Look at China, for example. In 2021, they made 1.2 billion USD out of 169,000 acres. That is China. Now look at our case. And by the way, land in Kenya, when you look at the NLC report, Kenya is close to 144 million in acres. 80% they say is dry and arid. 20% is what we are using. So when you bring marijuana will be like crop cover to stimulate our soil so that it can be able to produce other things. So we are focusing on the arid area, the 80% of it. 20% of it is where Kenyans are crowded. So we'll open up space so that we use all the other land that we have.
Bi Ruth, kidogo kuambatana na kile ambacho wamesema, unadhani uchumi wa Kenya haujaimarika kwa sababu hatujahalalisha bangi? Wakenya wanaumia kutokana na gharama ya maisha kwa sababu hatujahalalisha bangi?
Hapana, sikubaliani na hiyo. Uchumi umezoroteka kwa sababu ya corruption. And that is why Kenyans, we are coming in to bring in a new leadership, a new change in how things run in this country, and give a Gano party, Mwaure Waihiga, the chance to come and be the president of this country. Corruption has eaten us up. In every corner of each sector, corruption has eaten us up. It's not that we do not have bangi, lakini corruption imetukula sisi wenyewe. We have eaten ourselves up, and a few of us know ourselves. So we are going to deal with that.
Let me add something quickly. Okay, when you look at private businesses, they look at what is our competitive edge. How can we be ahead of our competitors? So it's not that uchumi imeharibika because of no legalization of bangi. Of course, I agree with Ruth, corruption should be blamed. But look at this situation, that if private businesses are looking into the future, why is government scared to look into the future? And the future is legalization of industrial hemp or marijuana. So our idea as Roots Party is to run a profitable government, devoid from increasing taxes from Kenyans, from getting further debt, but we are going to look for our own money. Our own money will come from legalizing and regulation of marijuana. Case in time, a pilot study will be Kulalu Galana, the 1 million acre project. Iyo iko 1 million, that is times 5 of what China got in 2021. So we'll have 6 billion USD. You can do the math in Kenyan shillings. That money is money that will be used to pay teachers, pay the civil service, increase their salaries in trenches. So for us, tunaangalia competitive edge, what private businesses do.
Niulize Justina swali kidogo. Kuna kuanga na employee incentives. Ukifanya kazi kwa bakery, huwa wakati mwingine unapatiwa mkate uende nayo nyumbani. Na je, bangi watenda nyumbani na nini?
Watenda nyumbani na very good question. Watenda nyumbani na proceeds of bangi. And it's good you brought me to this idea. The youth in this country, not all of them want to be employed. But hawa vijana wanatafuta capital. Unaenda bank unaitishwa logbook, title deed. Kweli, you don't have. What you are going to do with Roots Party? I told you government owns 10% of 144 million acres. In every